Hi, Braintree development team. This is Tony. We've been shooting emails back and forth between me and Beth from Violin Lab and your developers, and I thought it might be helpful if I made a screen capture video. There just seems to be a lot of miscommunication and confusion as to what we're trying to do on her site. I've made a uh, in real time demo to show you what we're looking for. Okay, so a user buys a subscription and they come to this page. Now, I had written code from Braintree that they can do a credit card and they can click submit. What she's wanting to do is use PayPal instead. Now, I want to show you what I've got here so you can actually see it. I've got ready to go 2 pieces of code. Okay. All right. So the first one, this is off of your developer site, and I've got this. So what we're doing is this is the checkout, right? So just walk you through what I've got. This is your checkout JavaScript. This is looks like what probably is the library jQuery. Sorry, jQuery library right there. And this is probably some kind of library as well. So I've got these three. Accessing that from Braintree. This is all fine. And then I've got this is Braintree client create, authorization code, blah 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 blah. I'm sure this all makes sense to you. This is where we do the checkout. We create an instance. This is where it actually bills the client, right here. And if you notice where it says flow, we got it set to checkout. And then this is button. This is when we authorize it. It's going to send the nonce. I retrieve the nonce from you. I send it back, and then you send me an array, and I capture the array and put it in a database. All pretty straightforward. Okay, so I hope that all made sense. I want to show you that in case you need to look through my code. All right, so push this up, and so this is through the checkout PayPal section. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click this. This works because I've tested it many times. It's going to take me to my PayPal page. I'm going to go pay now. And what's going to happen is I get the nonce, and then I capture your array. Now I went ahead and put this in here, and it's a print R, so I can actually capture the array of what you're doing. And so I'm looking through here, and right here, you notice that, so you're sending a token back for the credit card. Now this is obviously not a credit card, but with a credit card, you send back a token. So in the credit card version of this, I capture the token, I put that in a database, and then when Beth wants to bill the person for an auto subscription, which happens once a month, we use that token, bills the person's credit card, works great. She's been using this now for I think 5 years. It's worked great. But now with the PayPal version, this is your PayPal array that you're sending back, and I'm looking for a token right here. Of course, I don't see one. And so this is the question. What she wants to do is the first time that they use their PayPal, something is posted back via your array. Whether it might be a token, it might be a payment ID, I don't know what it is. But she can use that for in the future, she can actually bill that person's PayPal account for subscriptions. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So what we're looking for is this token. Now the problem is this payment went through. I've tested it multiple times, works great, but we're not able to get a token back from your array in order to make future posts to the user's PayPal account. Okay, all right, so I hope that all makes sense. Now, in the emails that we've sent back, or that I've sent to you and Beth as well, what we've been told, I'm going to comment this out, in the last thread, this is what I have according to what your development team has given to me. And I'm going to scroll through this so you can see it. All right. So again, I'm accessing your PayPal, right? Your checkout. There's your checkout JavaScript. This is the other code I just showed you. This is the same. This is your jQuery library and your checkout library as well. In addition to that, according to your documents, I need this piece of code right here. And this is that last thread that we went through. This is what you guys helped us with. So I'm looking for this client ID, and Beth went to her dashboard, retrieved it, and I've got it plugged in right there, so you can see that. Okay. All right, this is my new code. So we've got Braintree client create. There's her authorization code. We got that. We're creating an instance, and right here is where I was told to change this. Okay, so if you notice right here, we're creating a billing agreement, and flow is set to vault rather than set to checkout. So from what I understand that you've sent, the information that you sent me, this should allow me to retrieve that token that I'm looking for so she can make future billing. Okay, then we got on approve, and then here's where I'm capturing your nonce. I'm putting that into my form just for your benefit. There's the form. You can see right there, right there. There's where I'm putting the nonce in, ID nonce. And there's where I'm capturing that value, putting in there, and then I'm going to submit that form. Okay. Okay, so there's my code. All right, so now I'm going to push this up, and what you're going to find, or what has happened, is basically nothing. Now it doesn't even work. All right, so this is with the new code. All right, so now I get 3 buttons. We can figure this out later. I'm sure that's just a default. So I can set up a credit with PayPal, or I can do a debit card here. That's neither here nor there. We can figure that out. I'm going to go through the regular PayPal. I'm going to click on this. It opens up my PayPal window like in the other code. Okay, and then it asks me all this stuff, which really doesn't apply to what I'm trying to do. I'm going to click Save and Continue, and it's going to take me, there we go, to that array again. Now if I look at this and I come back down here to PayPal, you'll notice the token's still not there. This is what we're trying to get. And so with this new code, this doesn't work. So this is what we're trying to do. I hope the video will actually help explain what we're trying to do. But yeah, so far we're kind of getting nowhere, and we're 3 weeks into this project with Beth, and yeah, we just need help. So please send me questions, but I hope that explains our goals here.